guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing an October favorites video. I honestly don't have a ton of stuff, but I am shooting on a Sony a7 III today. I'm curious, leave me your comments down below. Do you think the quality looks different, better, or the same? Like you couldn't even tell. I'm really curious because I, looking in my viewfinder, don't feel like it's a lot different, but I want to know how it translates when you guys are watching this video. So anyways, without further ado, welcome to the October favorites. So we're switching it up today. We're starting with food. Well, supplement first, then food. If you've been around for quite some time, you already know I'm the queen of digestive issues. When it comes to any type of like digestion relief or apple cider vinegar, you want to make sure that you have the purest form if you can. So I recently switched up my ACV to MATTYS All Natural Acid Indigestion Relief. 150 milligrams of the proprietary blend of apple cider vinegar powder, coriander seed powder, turmeric, which is a natural anti-inflammatory, clove bud powder, and ginger root powder. Now, for me personally, I love ginger, especially when it comes to upset stomach. I like ginger chews. So anything with ginger and turmeric is gonna be a great combination for digestion in general. So these have been a staple in my emergency tummy bag over the last month. And if I take anything that doesn't sit well with me or like isn't digesting properly, I just take 2 with water and we're good to go. All right, next up, we have 2 flavors of Built Bars. And I know for a fact that because of their crappy marketing, they're going to be bringing the salted caramel pretzel back, and let me tell you, it is the best, hands down. Like, it's moved up to my #1 or #2 spot on my flavors of Built Bars. For the OG flavors, if you've never tried Built Bar, I would say definitely go with peanut butter. If you like Almond Joys and you like coconut, 100% the coconut is amazing. It tastes exactly like an Almond Joy with no flakes. And then if you're a fruity person, fruit to chocolates, the raspberry dark chocolate one reminds me of those like Christmas box things, you know, like with the coated, oh, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of what they're called. But anyway, it tastes just like that. More recently, they came out with their limited edition flavor of salted caramel pretzel. It has crunchy pretzel pieces on the top. It is so good. I've said this like in every favorites I've ever talked about Built Bars, their marketing just makes me irate. Anywho, they also just recently, and I know this one is still on the website, at least today when I'm filming this video, but this is the blueberry muffin flavoring, and it has some natural blueberry pieces in it. Now, if you are somebody who likes these things, these Brookside dark chocolate, acai, and blueberry flavoring, this is literally these in a bar with protein. I will say, I'll give these an honorary mention in today's favorites video because I really like these. I just wish that you could get more per serving. You know what I mean? Like 12 little pieces is just so small. These are so stinking good. I mean, so are the Built Bars too, and I feel like, you know, as a nutrition coach, I always recommend that because you have the dark chocolate coating, which is super helpful for people with sweet teeth, with a sweet tooth, but then obviously you're getting the added benefit of protein. Then we have these little bad boys. These are the SIETE grain-free Mexican wedding cookies. I mentioned these in my full day of eating video the other day. OMG, they're so stinking good. Again, for only 5 cookies, not a huge serving size, but 9 fat, 17 carb, and 1 protein. So these are kind of just like a fun little like powdery sugar snack. I freaking love these. I got nothing else to say except for I'm so glad they have these in Iowa because I never get the good, like fun vegan, are these vegan? Yeah, I think the label is ripped off, but I'm pretty sure they're vegan and gluten-free. So if you're vegan and gluten-free, check those out. And how could I forget? Hold on, I don't have a picture of it, or I don't have it physically, I mean, but have you seen on your TikTok this freaking salmon bowl recipe that has been literally non-stop? It's this girl, she started it and she puts salmon on a plate. It was like basically a way to reuse your leftover salmon, and you smush it up on the plate with steamed jasmine rice, mix it all together with some sriracha mayo, and then you take the little seaweed crisps and you use it as like a vehicle for your food, if you will. I can't really use chopsticks, I know, so I just did it with a fork and use my fingers, and it's so good. I have made this meal so many times this month. I'm surprised I'm not disgusted by it at this point, but it's #1, a really great way to use your leftover salmon, and it doesn't get as like, you know how sometimes reheated salmon can just kind of be like not great? This is definitely a much better way because once you like mash it up with all of the other stuff, you don't really get that overcooked or rubbery taste. So highly recommend that if you haven't seen that video, I'm shocked, but try it out if you need to use some leftover salmon. Before I get into my beauty category, I want to mention this adorable ring. And not only is it adorable, but let me show you what this is for. This is an anxiety ring. I know my fellow anxious babes will appreciate this. I like that it is adjustable, so you don't like have to suffocate your finger. You can wear it at the top of your finger if you prefer, but I am somebody who, it's looking not as bad as it usually does, but I pick the absolute shit out of my cuticles when I get nervous, and I will literally make my fingers bleed. And so of course, again, another TikTok find, this came across my For You page, and I think this is the most genius idea. So essentially, like, I kind of wear mine on the lower part of my pointer finger, and I swear to God, I'll be doing this all day. So great though, because it's almost like one of those fidget spinner things, but you would never know, because like if you're just looking at it, it just looks like a cute little ring, right? But then you can sit there and just spin it instead of picking your cuticles. I'm like, why didn't I invent that? That's a genius idea. I got it on Etsy and it was super affordable. I don't know really like how the quality is in terms of like jewelry, but so far it hasn't broken. So moving along, let's talk holiday kits. You know I love me a good sale. And of course, every holiday season, TULA always does the most amazing holiday value kits. There's two this season that I really like and I would recommend. Number one, for a gift. But if you are looking to switch up your skincare or like get a big value, change it up and like have to buy all these different things, getting a holiday value kit's always the best way to go. Okay, so first up you have the limited edition scrub sets. Now out of these three, the gingerbread one is my favorite, but that's just because I'm a basic bitch. But the sugar plum and I would say gingerbread first, then sugar plum, then peppermint. I'm just not a big fan of peppermint scents. But a good thing that you could do, like if you wanted to do a stocking stuffer, since these are like a little bit smaller, you could get the kit and then you could use these as like stocking stuffers since they're a little bit smaller. I love these anyway, and these are great for travel. Same with the like trial sizes of TULA. Anytime I travel or go anywhere, I always utilize the travel kits just because they're so affordable and the sizes are perfect for traveling. This is the biggest holiday kit that they have this year, and this is the 7-piece revitalizing kit. All of this stuff in here would be great for like either a beginner who wants to literally revamp their entire skincare routine, or like if you just want to get somebody in your life who is a super big skincare person, a really good gift for a good price. So in this one, you get the Cult Classic, the 24/7 moisturizer, the Beauty Sleep Overnight Repair Mask. That one is fire if you live in a cold climate and your skin is really dry. Absolutely love that during the wintertime. The Rose Glow and Get It Cooling Eye Balm, the Brightening Treatment Drops, and the primer, the Blurring and Moisturizing Filter Primer. So all of those are pretty much my staples and favorites from TULA. The only thing I wish this bag had was the sunscreen, because then it would be like all of my essentials from TULA. But either way, this one is $134 with my code, and this is a 50% saving. So like if you were to buy all these things individual, it'd be over 200 bucks. So obviously super good savings, and you get a cute bag. Highly recommend for the holiday gift giving. Next up is a hair favorite. This is from the brand Kevin Murphy, and this is a Thick Again leave-in thickening treatment for thin hair. Now I don't really have like hair that's falling out or like anything like that. However, my hair is just very fine and flat. I don't have extensions in. So I spray this into my roots, and I don't put a ton, but I'm usually pretty hesitant about putting things directly into my roots because it can weigh it down and just like look really greasy. But I was really pleasantly surprised with this. Number one, for how light it was, but also how much volume it gives me. Now, of course, I'm using the Dyson, so I'm sure that helps. But this is really great if you're somebody who has like thin hair, fine hair, and you just want to kind of like boost it up a little bit without having to use a mousse. Because in my opinion, whenever I use a mousse, it's just like so heavy on my hair and I don't like it. So I really like this. I just do it a couple times over and then like massage it into my roots before I blow dry. Now, if you can believe this, I did not buy anything from Sephora this month, not a thing, because I'm waiting for the holiday rouge sale in November. That is November 11th, I think. That whole week, whatever, you know I will be doing a video on that. So I'm saving myself for that sale. The last thing that I bought from Sephora, this is Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in the color Catwalking. Now, I feel like this is what I have on my lips today, and I just feel like this is such a really nice neutral nude, but also like not too much, not too brown, not too pink. I would say this is probably better suited for like light to medium skin tones, but it is so creamy. The formula is amazing. It lasts a long time. It does get on my teethers though, so I have to be careful with that. I'd never really used Charlotte Tilbury's lipsticks before, and I really like the Very Victoria as well. It's kind of like a staple in her collection, but I really like that catwalking flavor. I really like that catwalking color, and I've been using it as like the base for all of my looks recently. I for sure got bullied into these boots. This was a splurge purchase because I have to be honest, I'm not really like a fancy shoe person or bag or clothing or anything. That's kind of stuff that's low on my priority list. However, these are all the rage, okay? Like, you're not cool unless you have docs, apparently. I really just liked the white ones. This is so not something that I would purchase, but every single time I wear these, I get compliments on them. I feel like it's kind of, if you're not a fashiony person, which I have got to be honest, I don't really consider myself to be very fashionable, but when I wear these, I do be feeling fashionable, okay? Now, here's the thing you have to remember if you buy these shoes. They need months to break in. So they're very uncomfortable when you first buy them. And you know, in all honesty, that just pisses me off. Like, you're gonna spend $140 on boots. Why are they the most uncomfortable things you've ever worn on your feet, right? I don't get it. However, everybody swears to me that it gets so much better and they're so comfortable, you can wear them all day. We'll see when I get there, but I've had them for over a month now. Still not there yet, but obviously I'm not wearing them daily. I feel like if you wore them daily, you'd probably break them in more, but I really like them. I do, I gotta be honest. I love them with different outfits. I think they're so cute and like stylish. They make me feel like a Gen Zer. I'm gonna borrow it real quick, okay? The last thing I wanna mention are these yeah, these are your collar. Oh yeah, it tastes so good. This is the Phi dog collar. Now, I feel like if you know me, you know that this is such a Mander's thing because these are essentially like Fitbits for your dogs. I got one for all three of them. Oh, yes, you're so cute. You're so cute and gorgeous. Yeah. So I'm going to pop up a screenshot of like the different things that you can look at here. Number one, I think it is so cute that you can track their sleep and steps. That's something I would just love, you know? But two, the GPS feature is really awesome, and the notifications, because you can set like a safe zone on your house essentially. And if your dog leaves that safe zone, it will notify you, and it has, you know, 24/7 real life tracking. So if God forbid your dog ever got out, you could see exactly where they were. I know, it's so smart. Apparently there's two different kinds of Phi collars. There's one that's a little bit more in depth, and the basic one. I just have the basic one for all three of them, and I think it's a great, maybe even a gift like for pet parents, people who really love their dogs and who really love steps and data, you know, I'm just saying. But I really love them. Bailey has the pink one and Tuxie has the blue one. So cute. And I love this concept. Like, I can't believe that after all these years, I didn't know that was a thing. Although a while ago, I did say to myself, like, why is there no such thing as a fitness tracker for dogs? But I was thinking more like heart rate because of Eliza's heartworm. I was like, I want to monitor her heart rate and her temperature and stuff. But anyways, that is all the stuff that I have for my October favorites. I hope you enjoyed. As per usual, if you have anything that you think I should try in the month of November, I know we are getting into the holiday season now, so I gotta start thinking about Vlogmas. I would love to hear some suggestions that you guys may have for Vlogmas because it is so overwhelming every year that I do this. You would think that I would get better at it, but it still stresses me out every year. So, but that is all that I have for you in this October favorites video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe so you never miss a Monday and Thursday with Manders. And that is all I have for you. I'll see you in my next video.